Hey, we're here, we're live, kind of a little late. Sakura cross court, dug up nicely by Kokoro. Kokoro's going to go right side off the net, doesn't come over. Point Northern Lights, it's 1-1 here. Match 2, set 1. Northern Lights 15X against Kokoro. 15 white. Stadler goes long, point to Kokoro. It's 2-1 the score here, early match 2, set 1. Kokoro sends it over. Sakura fights it off, sends it over to court 2, a vacant and empty court 2. Odd for a volleyball Saturday, but it's an ace serve for Kokoro, and now they lead 3-1. Down the line, Sakura fouls that one off, out of play. Point again to Kokoro, and they're up quickly. 4-1. Munson gets that one. Sakura, big swing off the deflection. Sakura cross-court winner for the kill. (4-2), Sakura to serve, sends it into the 1-6 seam, passed up nicely, strong side attack, makes it over, fought off out of the net by Fettrell. Gleason goes down the line. Outside attack, finds the net, point to Northern Lights, and it's 4-3. Couple lineup changes here. Taking middle looks to be Halbersma today, or for this set. Fettrell heads to the right side, Gleason on the left. Again, Beth, if you're watching, we miss you. Hope you're well. Fettrell from the right side, big swing, dug up nicely by Kokoro. Middle attack, two-handed over. Sakura is there. Middle attack as Gleason pinballs around and scores. Actually looks like Gleason is going to be the middle. Halbersma is going to go to the left side. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that. Regardless, we've got 4-4. They say 4-3. I don't know what the right number is, but sent over free. Gleason with the dig. Stadler goes outside. Halbersma tip shot off the block and to the floor. Point Northern Lights. Now we have 5-4. Looks like it's still 4-3. Give me a minute. 5-4. Now we're accurate. Sakura finds the net. Point to Kokoro. 5-5 here in set 1. Trying to validate the score here. The board's all over the place. I think it's accurate at 5-5. Executive producer Kara Spolaro here helping you with the scoreboard, so we should be pretty accurate on the stream. Oh, nice dig by Kokoro in the back row. It doesn't come over. Good attack by Gleason, scoring for Lights. And now Halbersma back to serve with a 6-5 lead. Halbersma over, picked up nicely by Kokoro. They're going to run right side. Block! Giguashvili, stuff block for the point. Giguashvili gets up high, two-hand slams it down for the Lights point. And now Halbersma to serve. Good serve into the 6, fought off, not coming back. Ace serve, Halbersma. And it's 8-5 Northern Lights. Halbersma again goes to work, sends it over. This is a better pass in system, right side attack, not coming back. Point Lights. Lights now working 9-5. Timeout Kokoro. 30-second timeout clock. Not really time to step aside, so we'll stay right here. Lights in their second match of the day. Lead 9-5. Kokoro, they are the A seed in this second pool, which makes them the number 2 seed overall today. pool playing out how you might expect so far. Lights 1-0, Minnesota Select 1-0. So the A and B seeds have both won their first matches. Lights in match 2 here. Halbersma sends it over. Good serve, nice passing system. Strong side attack off the high hands. Dug up nicely by Halbersma. Stadler goes outside. Gleason cut shot down the line. Picked up by Kokoro. Free ball over. Good one. Halbersma hustles in. Fought out of the net. Over and out. Point Kokoro. Kokoro down 6-9. Sends it over. Sakura goes down to get it. Can't come up with it. Ace serve. Point Kokoro. (7-9) they trail. Number 9 serving. Sends it over. Sakura there. Stadler sends it outside. Gleason pauses, fires off the net, and to the floor for the kill. Gleason scores for Northern Lights. Now Ellie Fettrell back to serve. Leading 10-7. Fettrell sends it over. Off the deflection, out of play. Ace serve. Ellie Fettrell. Score Northern Lights, and they lead by 4. 11-7. Good serve over into the 6. Picked up. Punched over. Towel there. Stadler goes back to Fettrell. Back row. There's a block by Kokoro. It's a good one. Point Kokoro. And it's 8-11. They trail. Good strong attack by Fettrell. Good block on the other side of the net by Kokoro. Serve over and long. Point Northern Lights. Overball sent back by Giguashvili. Good serve by Gleason. The pass came back over the net, and Giguashvili made no mistake about putting it down. Gleason drills into the 6, finds the baseline. Ace serve. Jenna Gleason. Again, working quickly. R1 here keeps this court on pace. Free ball over. Fettrell debating on whether or not she should play it. Sticks her hands up last second. Deflection to the floor, and it's a kill for Kokoro, and they lead now, trail now by 5. Serve over. Gleason wants it to be wide. It's wide. I'm not standing on the line. It looked very close. R1 said it was wide. Lines judge said it was wide. It was wide. Point Northern Lights. 15-9 now with Munson to serve. Munson up, Munson over. Good serve into the 6. Middle attack coming. Big swing. Nice dig Fettrell. Stadler goes outside. Sakura looking for the deep 6. Just a bit long. Point to Kokoro. Lights by 5, chasing down the ball into court 2. And here comes Kokoro, trailing 10-15. Serve up, serve over, Gleason there, good pass. Stadler's going to go outside. Sakura, big swing over the block. Off the deflection, out of play. Point Northern Lights. Good strong swing on the left side by Sakura for the kill. Stadler sends it down the line. Good pass. Strong side attack. Big swing over. Gleason on the dig. Stadler goes back to Fettrell. Off the block and to the floor. Ellie Fettrell Nice tip shot, catches the high hands, falls to the floor for the kill. Point Northern Lights, 17-10 now. Northern Lights leads. Stadler into the 6, popped up high in system, strong side attack. Block, Halbersma. She gets the left hand on it, sends it back. Stuff block, Halbersma, point Northern Lights. Stadler into the 6, good pass in system, strong side attack. Tip shot over, Stadler with the dig. Munson's going to go outside, Fettrell catches the top of the net, point to Kokoro. They break the mini run by Northern Lights and trail by 7. Substitution on the Kokoro side. Into serve will be number 5. Finds the net, point Northern Lights, 19-11 they lead. Sakura back to serve. Sakura down the line, off the deflection. Ace serve, Sakura. Defender debating on the pass. Catches the knee. 20-11. Sakura goes down the line. Last second drop of hands by the defender. Smart move as it floats long. Point Northern Lights. They lead 20-12. Number 2 in to serve. Serve is up, serve is over. Munson there. Stadler wants Halbersma. Halbersma steps in it off the high hands into the ring of fire. Point Northern Lights, and they lead 21-12. Living in the limelight, Northern Lights here in set number 1 of match 2. Halbersma sends it down the line, picked up, sent back outside, tip shot over the block, dug up by Stadler. Sakura goes back to Gleason, who fires down the line for the kill. Gleason turns the shoulders and fires it down the line cleanly to the floor. Point Northern Lights. 22-12 now. Lights on top. Halbersma steps into it, sends it into the 6. Good pass in system, right side attack. Big swing over the block. Halbersma, nice dig. Stadler goes over on 2. Picked up by Kokoro. Middle attack coming over the block, over the baseline, out of play. Point Northern Lights. 23-12 now. Halbersma still serving. Halbersma goes down the line, good pass. Sent all the way across and over. Stadler is there. Gleason goes outside to Stadler in the back row. Finds the net. Point Kokoro. Kokoro looks to be also a Love acquisition, as is M1. Sent over. Sakura sends it back. Oh, it's trouble. Scrambling is Kokoro, and they free ball over. Tao chases it down. Giguashvili sets up Sakura in the back row. Free ball over. Middle attack. Tipped over. Popped up in the air by Fettrell. Over and out. Point to Kokoro. 24-13. Sent over. Gleason goes down to get it. Stadler chases it down. Fettrell cross-court shot. Picked up nicely. Scrambling and sent back over. Towel on the dig. Stadler goes to Sakura. Back row. Free ball over. And here comes Kokoro. It's over. The joust won by Kokoro. Point Kokoro. 23-15 now. Northern Lights remains in the lead, needing a side out and a serve out to end set number 1. Here's the serve. The serve is over. Fettrell backs off and takes it. Sakura goes outside. Gleason steps into it. Cross-court winner Great shot, Gleason. Set was outside. She hopped into it and fired it, cut shot into the 4-5 seam for the kill. Fetchel serving for set number 1. It's wide and on the hook. Fetchel is wide. We're going to blame Mike for that one. We'll put that one in the record books and look forward to our tasty beverage of choice. Stadler goes outside. Gleason steps into it. Big time swing. Nice dig. It's over and down. Wow, nice dig by Kokoro. Sends it over. Finds the floor for the point. 24-17. The score. Lights needing a side out to end set number 1. Here's the serve, finds the net, point Northern Lights, set number 1 Northern Lights. We're gonna step aside, back to Chad Johnson music. This one's called Minnesota Nice.
County, 1876. Grayback rebels trying to run the risk, seeking vengeance for their southern pride. Yeah. Jesse James along for the ride. They ride. They ride. September 7th, they rode into town just to take old dames down. Colt 45 strapped across their hips, yeah. JYG etched in the grip. And I often think about when they roll into my town. Will they try to roll the dice? Thinking Minnesota nice. Minnesota nice. Where white dusters 3 walked in the bank, walked out to open the safe. He would cry and said, "Don't kill me," but that time lock won't open till 3. They ride. They ride. They tried to run, they tried to hide. Those old Yankees let the bullets fly. The town folk stood their ground, yeah. Northfield took the James game down. And I often think about when they roll into my town. Will they try to roll the dice? Thinking
Chad Johnson Music, Minnesota Nice. Yes, we are. 25-17 your set one score. Lights will start set number 2. Stadler at the line. Our ones conferring between courts 3 and 4. They have a nice little perch up there. And now here comes Stadler. Starts now. Sends it over into the 6. Good serve, good pass, middle attack. Through the block to the floor, and Kokoro. Quick start, set 2 scores to take the early 1-0 lead. Kokoro to serve off the net cord. Nice alert play by Fettrell. Free ball over by Sakura. That one caught the net, rolled over. Fettrell sprawled to keep it alive, and well done is the attack from Kokoro into the net. Point Northern Lights. It's 1-1. Sakura to serve. Down the line, good serve. Passed up nicely. Oh, it's over. Gleason sends it up high. Stadler over on 2. Picked up by Kokoro. Outside attack, off the block. Nice job, Sakura, to keep it alive. Gleason roll shots over the block into the ring of fire for the point. Northern Lights. Sakura to serve, 2-1 lead. Sakura up, down the line. Good serve, good pass and system. Right side attack, big swing. Scores for Kokoro. 2-2 in set 2. Serve up, serve over. Sakura fouls it off. Point Kokoro. Fettrell sends it up. Stadler goes across. Halbersman in the middle. Cut shot into the 6. Nice scramble by Kokoro to keep it alive. Tao is there. Gleason tip shot. Score. Gleason pops it over the block into the ring of fire. Scores for Northern Lights, and it's 3-3 here, set number 2. Munson, good serve. It's an ace serve off the deflection. You see another little lineup tweak here. Lights went with a double libero for match 1, actually set 1, I believe. And now here, Munson's wearing the regular color jersey, DS jersey. Back-to-back aces from Miss Munson, and quickly it's 5-3 Northern Lights. Munson will give her another go. Up into the 6, passed up high. Strong side attack is a good one. A good strong attack, but it's wide, and it's a point Northern Lights as the ball pinballs around in the broadcast booth. The Mineral Springs Brewery broadcast booth. Munson is just long, point Kokoro. Mineral Springs Brewery, Owatonna area, Minnesota. If you're ever down there, stop on in. Kokoro to serve, short. Sakura is there. Stadler goes back to Halbersma. Big swing off the high hands, picked up by Kokoro. They're going to come strong side attack into the block of Gigu Ashvili and sent back over free. Halbersma there. Stadler back to Halbersma. Off the block and down. Halbersma, good strong swing on the right side. Scores for Northern Lights, and it's 7-4. And she'll go back to serve. Down the line, good serve. Picked up nicely by Kokoro. Sent outside, roll shot over. Gleason pulls it off the net. Stadler back to Gleason. She goes down the line, popped up high through the girder. And strong side attack, not coming back. Point Northern Lights. That was an interesting play there. The dig went up into the ceiling area, somehow passed through the webbing of the girder. Halbersma, good serve. Scrambling is Kokoro. They send it over free. Stadler is there. Halbersma's looking for a setter to come in. No setter arrived as Stadler took the first contact. So point to Kokoro. Kokoro now trailing by 3, 5-8. Serve up and over. Halbersma, good pass. Stadler returned to center. Halbersma from the back row steps into it and finds the sideline. Point Northern Lights. Nice left-handed attack from the back row right side. Finds the sideline, and now Gleason will serve, working 9-5. Ace serve, Jenna Gleason. Make it 10-5. R1 keeps this court moving. We are ahead of schedule here. Both matches so far this morning have gone 2 sets. Gleason down the line, misses wide. Point to Kokoro, and it's 10-6, Northern Lights on top. Let's hope this one ends in 2 as well. If it does, that means we won 2 in a row. Halbersma fouls it off high. It's back into the stands, hits me right in the gut after pinballing around. Point to Kokoro. Serve over. Munson goes down to get it. Stadler on 2. Picked up nicely by Kokoro. They dump it on 2. Gleason picks it up nicely. Giguashvili sends it up high. Sakura free ball over. Here comes Kokoro. Back row attack. Big swing! Blocked by Giguashvili. She did a great job adjusting her positioning there. Tracking the ball to the right and then back to the left. Sticks up the left hand for the stuff block. And now Tao to serve with a 4-point lead, 11-7. Tao back to serve, sends it over. Attack off the high hands, picked up by Tao nicely. Halbersma back row off the high hands, picked up by Kokoro. Sent up high, strong side attack, pushed over. Tao is there, Stadler into the middle. Fetchel, big swing, dug up nicely, sent over on 2. Tao is there, Stadler's gonna go outside. Sakura, big swing. It's long, no touch. Point Kokoro. Thought she may have caught the high hands there. She did not, and Kokoro takes the point and trails by 3. They trail 8-11, number 11 serving. Serve is up, serve is over. Halbersma is there, sends it right back. Nice job by Stadler to joust over. Stadler's now going to set Sakura. Sakura, big swing through the block. That one's to the floor. Kill for Sakura. 12-8 now, Northern Lights leads. Stadler down the line, good serve. Over ball sent back by Halbersma, picked up nicely by Kokoro. Sent outside, no one home for Kokoro, and it's a point Northern Lights. 13-8 now. Lights leads by 5. Stadler continues at the service stripe. Stadler up, good strong serve into the 6, picked up nicely by Kokoro. Strong side attack, roll shot over, and finds the baseline. Adamant call by the lines judge, very confident in that call. Caught the baseline for the kill. Kokoro hanging in there. 4-point deficit. It's been bouncing between 4 and 5. They're doing a good job hanging on to the 4-point deficit. Tao, nice pass high in the air. Stadler outside to Halbersma. Halbersma launches into the 6. Nice dig. Free ball coming. There it is. It's going to the sideline. Gleason lets it go. Smart move as it falls wide. Point Northern Lights. 14-9 the score. Sakura up over, good serve, nice pass in system, right side attack, big swing, finds the net, point Northern Lights. Sakura back to serve once again, 15-9, 6-point lead. Sakura down the line, finds the net, point, nope. We got a replay, no signal for ready. Sakura gets a break there, should get another go at it. There's the signal for ready. Sakura this time into the 6, good serve, fought off, over ball. Fetchel takes a swing and a miss, point to Kokoro. Again, hanging on to that 4-5 bubble. Kokoro down 4, 11-15. Big serve is long. Point Northern Lights. Good turnover by Northern Lights, keeping the pressure on. Into serve now will be Munson. Fetchel will get a break. Munson, good strong serve into the 6. Great pass, outside attack coming off the high hands. We get a net violation. Northern Lights, point Kokoro. 16-12, we're going back and forth here in the middle stages of set number 2. Good serve, nice pass, Gleason. Stadler goes back to Halbersma. She steps into it and hammers it to the floor. Halbersma scores for Northern Lights. There's a net violation called against Kokoro, but we'll give credit for a kill there by Halbersma. She serves it down the line. It's trouble. Scrambling is Kokoro, not coming back. We'll give Halbersma credit for an ace there. She almost had 6 aces in a row in the first match. There's another ace for Halbersma. She sends this one into the 6, passed up nicely. Strong side attack coming. It goes over. Stadler punches it back into the net. Higuashvili tries to pull it out of the net, but a lift is called. Point Kokoro. Interesting little play there. I think it was intended to be a set to the outside. Ended up coming over the net, surprising everybody. 13-18 now. Kokoro serving. Up, over, good serve. Munson, good pass. Stadler, good set. Gleason, good swing for the kill. Well done, Northern Lights there. It was a tough serve. Excellent pass, excellent set. Now Gleason, very quickly. I'm not even sure she was ready. The whistle came, she gave it a go, found the net. Point Kokoro, now 14-19 the score. Sent over, Gleason, good pass. Stadler to Higuashvili, she punches it over. Back row attack coming, big swing off the deflection and to the floor for the kill. Nice attack by Kokoro. And now they trail by 4. 15-19 the score. Back to service Kokoro, down 4. Not sure who the R1 is talking to. He's maybe setting lineup in defensive position. Sakura, roll shot into the 6, falls to the floor. Nice kill, Sakura. I think the R1 was advising Higuashvili on where she needed to be set up for proper alignment. And now Tao into serve. Northern Lights has won the race to 20. They lead 20-15. Tao into the 5. Good floater, scrambling and sent over. Gleason one-handed to Stadler goes outside Sakura. What a play by Sakura. She goes out for the attack, realizes the set's too far outside, and gets her left hand up to set it over the net for the kill. Great play by Sakura. Mid-air adjustment for the kill. And now here comes Kokoro once again. Into the 6th. Gleason goes down to get it. Can't come up with it. Point for Kokoro as the ball went to court 4. Was pushed back to 3. Heads through 3. Through number 2. Iguashvili hustles to get it off of court 1. And now Kokoro just down 3. 17-20. Serve over. Halbersma goes down to get it. Stadler pushes outside. Sakura roll shot over the block. Picked up by Kokoro. Attack is over. Gleason with the dig. Stadler with options. Halbersma back row. Big swing off the high hands into the floor. Halbersma scores from the back row on the right side. That kill gives Northern Lights again a 4-point lead as Stadler goes back to serve. Good strong serve. Fought off. Nice pass. Free ball sent over. Gleason with the dig. Stadler goes outside. Sakura was running inside. And it's a point to Kokoro. Kokoro now serving down 3. 18-23. Excuse me, 18-21. 3-point deficit. Up, over. Tao goes down to get it. Off the net. Good hustle by Stadler, but it's not coming back. And it's a point Kokoro, and now they're just down 2. 19-21 the score. Serve up, serve over, serve long. Point Northern Lights. And now Sakura back to serve. 22-19, 3-point advantage for Sakura and her Northern Lights teammates. Popped up high in system, strong side attack. Blocked by the net. Point Northern Lights, 23-19 now. Lights 2 points away from set number 2 and match number 2. Sakura up, Sakura over, into the 6, popped up high, middle attack. Blocked by Fettrell, punched back over, joust one at the net by Kokoro. Sakura out of the back row sends it over free, and here comes Kokoro, middle attack. Blocked by Fettrell. Right strong side attack tipped over. Sakura goes down. Stadler goes down. Ball goes down. Point Kokoro. Northern Lights needs side out serve out to end set 2 in the match. Kokoro is serving down 3, 20-23. Serve over. Sakura is there. Stadler goes back to Halbersma. Big swing down the line. Fought off. Finds the floor, point Northern Lights, and it's 24-20 now. On the hook will be Munson coming in to serve for set 2 and the match. Munson up, Munson over. Good pass in system, strong side attack, tip shot, score. Kokoro staves off match point number 1. Triple match point now remains for Northern Lights as number 9 strolls back to serve, her back figuratively and literally against the wall, needing 3 to extend the match. Good serve, Sakura, great pass, Stadler with options, outside to Gleason. She steps into it, slices down the line, into the 6-1 seam for the kill, and the point. And the set and the match, 25-21. Northern Lights takes match number 2 of the day. They now have 2 matches off and will play then their final match of the day against the B seed. We're moving right along here. It's 10:20. This was the 10 o'clock scheduled match. So, I don't know, give us an hour, hour and a half, and we'll be right back with you Northern Lights Volleyball on the Spoilbrook Sports Network at M1 here in Bloomington, Minnesota. Lovely day outside. I'm going to go get myself some vitamin D, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining us for Northern Lights Volleyball.